Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Very many Kenyans have been shocked because it's emerging that William Ruto ordered Oscar Sudi, the Kapsaret member of parliament, to invade a private property. And Sudi has just done that. Let's have a look at the story as captured by Citizen. Take me where you want. MP Oscar Sudi defies court orders as he leads demolitions. That's Oscar Sudi boasting that you can take me where you want. Let's continue with the story. 5 families in Eldoret are tussling over the ownership of a 20-acre piece of land that has been in contention for the last 1 year. This comes after Kapseret legislature, Oscar Sudi. This comes after Kapseret legislator Oscar Sudi on Wednesday led a group of youth in demolishing structures sitting on the contentious piece. The incident comes just 2 days after a woman laying claim on part of the land allegedly sought audience with President William Ruto's help in occupying the property. The victim of the tussle has furnished Citizen TV with court documents granting him ownership of the land and condemning the demolition, which he says plunges the country into the dark days of disregarding not only court orders but also basic human rights. A group of youth armed with crude weapons allegedly brought by Sudi, who supervised the exercise, was seen bringing down structures at the 20-acre Kamagut farm. In a video taken 2 days ago at the Kamagut area, an unidentified woman is seen talking to President Ruto, who then summons the Kapsaret MP. The woman in question revealed that she sought help from the head of state to repossess the 20-acre piece that was allegedly grabbed from her and 2 other families. Nilikuwa classmate ya rais. Sasa vile alikuja akanisalimia, nikamwambia kuna mtu amechukua shamba yangu, nataka anisaidie. Rais akaniuliza ni nani anajua hii maneno, nikamwambia Sudi ndio anajua. Akaita Sudi akamwambia, sikia hiyo maneno ya huyo mama na ufanye haraka. Emily Jepkemei, a resident at Pioneer, said. However, a magistrate's court in Eldoret ruling delivered on September 2nd, 2022, declared Paul Kirwa Samoei and 2 others as the bona fide owners of the land. In an appeal at the High Court in Eldoret, the court made a ruling in favor of Kirwa. On January 19, 2023, Kirwa on Wednesday watched helplessly as his structures were torn down in complete disregard of the court's rulings. Yes, that's the story. So, a woman alleging ownership of this parcel of land was William Ruto's classmate. We have the woman who was William Ruto's classmate, and we have Paul Kirwa and others. This issue started at the magistrate's court in Eldoret. the court ruled in favor of Paul Kirwa. The woman then appealed at the High Court in Eldoret. The High Court again ruled in favor of Paul Kirwa. So can the two courts be wrong? Upon the two courts making that ruling, this William Ruto's classmate sought his help. Ruto called Sudi and ordered him to invade that private property. There is no better word to call it than to invade that private property. So Ruto has become law unto himself. And it's very interesting because when William Ruto started his assault on the courts, Kenyans thought Ruto was fighting some sugar cartels. We still remember Ruto saying mambo ni matatu. And those mambo ni matatu words, very many Kenyans thought that they were meant for some rich sugar cartels, the likes of Rai. And some believed William Ruto at that time that maybe he wanted to deal with cartels. Right now, William Ruto is denying the ordinary Kenyans the right to own property. If you are not known to William Ruto or to some top government officials, then your goose is cooked. I believe that the courts can be accessed by anybody. Mama mboga, boda boda, mtu wa chini can access the courts. How many mama mbogas or boda bodas can access the president? I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what this means. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's dig deep. Kenya is going down the drain, and it's no longer about the rule of law, but who you know in government. Who you know in government. And soon anarchy is setting in. We'll be seeing vigilantes all over trying to take the law into their own hands because the courts are no longer useful. Courtesy to William Ruto and his government, who are rendering our courts useless. Ruto is setting up the stage for him to be the judiciary, executive, and legislature. And that has the potential of making William Ruto an imperial president, a total president, whose word is now law. And with the characters we have seen in Kenya Kwanza, the likes of Didrimas Barazas, the likes of Oscar Sudis, the likes of Silvanus Osoro, who can just shoot innocent Kenyans in broad daylight, with such characters in Kenya Kwanza government, then we are just seeing danger ahead. There is no hope in this government. Kenya is going down the drain, and soon, or rather we are already, a bandit country, courtesy to William Ruto's bad rule. Kenyans should be wise enough to reject William Ruto's assault on the judiciary. By William Ruto saying the judiciary is corrupt, I'm 100% sure the opposite is the case. If Ruto says the judiciary is corrupt, be rest assured he has attempted to corrupt the judiciary, but some judges are not playing ball. So you want to brand them corrupt to intimidate them, for them to play ball. for him to be able to compromise them. As I conclude, let's have a look at a post shared out by Buzeki Kiprotich Bundotich, a former Uasin Gishu gubernatorial aspirant. Sudi does not have the authority to employ crude illegal methods to deprive someone of their rightful ownership of property that has been legally protected by court. This action is illegal. The individuals with similar thinking to Sudi in Uasin Gishu will make our county remain a lawless village that investors will stay away from. Sudi should be fighting for the students who became victims of the Finland scammers instead of denying Kirwa his right to legal protection. It's very true that investors will run away from Eldoret. They will run away from Eldoret. And not only in Eldoret, but across the country, because the rule of law is no longer applicable. Let's meet in our next analysis, where we are working on a wonderful video where Rigathi Gachagua has made a U-turn. He's now not presenting himself before JSC as he did promise. Let's meet in our next analysis.